Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng reaction, opinion itong post ng Attorney Regal Oliva. Another expose ito tungkol sa yaman ni Martin Romualdez sa US. Ito, property nagkakalaga ng 400 plus million dollars. Grabe, ano? Pakinggan natin si Attorney Regal Oliva.
Has done it again. In another investigative report, Rappler traced yet another U.S. property allegedly linked to a company associated with Andrew Casinio, publicly identified in earlier reports as a fraternity brother and business associate of Martin Romualdez. This latest property is reportedly around 425 million pesos. It follows Rappler's earlier exposés in other luxury foreign properties allegedly connected through corporate structures and associates. Standing alone, none of these proves a crime. But together, they raise a legal question that every anti-money laundering lawyer immediately asks. Who is the beneficial owner? Because under anti-money laundering principles, investigators do not stop at the registered owner. They follow the money. They pierce the corporate veil when circumstances warrant. They identify the person who ultimately owns, controls, or benefits from the assets. That is the essence of following the paper trail. Then came another development. The United States revoked both the diplomatic and tourist visas of Martin Romualdez. The U.S. government has never publicly disclosed the reason for that decision. But in law, visa revocation, while a sovereign prerogative, has only intensified public scrutiny over the controversies surrounding him. And this brings me to the office of the Ombudsman. For months now, the Filipino people have been hearing pronouncements that what was being prepared was the grandest case against Martin Romualdez, one supposedly involving allegations ranging from plunder and graft to money laundering in connection with the flood control controversy. Public officials themselves have spoken of sweeping investigations. So the question is simple. Nasaan na? If there is evidence, file the case. If there is no evidence, tell the Filipino people why. What should never happen is for public announcements of historic prosecutions to simply fade away, hoping that time will erase public memory. Because public accountability does not prescribe with a news cycle, and Filipinos are entitled to ask what became of those promises. No, we are not letting this go. We do not forget. For months, Martin Romualdez has been portrayed by political opponents and critics as representing the worst corruption in contemporary Philippine politics. That characterization remains an allegation and not a judicial finding. But every newly reported foreign asset, every unanswered question about beneficial ownership, and every unexplained paper trail inevitably becomes part of that broader public narrative. This is precisely why transparency matters. Not because Rappler has convicted anyone, not because social media has rendered judgment, but because in a constitutional democracy, those who wield immense public power must expect immense public scrutiny. The paper trail is growing. The questions are multiplying. The Filipino people deserve answers, not silence. Another day.
Another day, another Regal point of view. Ang galing, ano? Pero mo yan, 425 million pesos. Hindi pala dollars. Nagkamali ako kanina. 425 million pesos. Wow! So, Malala ko tuloy nung kauupo pa lang ng Marcos Jr. administration, bigla na lang lumabas ang balita, Martin Romualdez nag-donate ng 2 million US dollars sa Harvard University. Bakit? Para daw suporta magturo ng Tagalog or Filipino sa Harvard. Uwe, ang laking pera ngayon, 2 million. Sabihin mo na lang 60. So, around 100, more than 100 million pesos yun. Yung 2 million US dollars. Kung i-donate na lang sa mga paaralan dito sa Pilipinas, daming natulungan nun. Bakit mo tutulungan ang Harvard? Mayaman na university yan. Kaya, ayan, doon nagsimula ang mga grandiose, yung mga style Romualdez na nakakalula. So, tinagurian na worst corruption in history itong nangyari sa atin. At ang pinaghinalaan na mastermind, according to ombudsman na ito is Martin Romualdez and Saldico. Ang tanong, nasaan sila? Well, si Saldico, safety na, nasa ibang bansa. Si Romualdez, I don't know kung nasaan na, hanggang ngayon wala pa rin kaso. Pinagmayabang ng ombudsman, mga 2 months ago ba yun, na yun na, sasampahan na ng kaso si Romualdez. Pina-hold departure order sa Sandigan Bayan. Pina-freeze kuno ang kanyang accounts. Ano nang nangyari? Wala naman. Nauna pa si Senator Jinggoy Estrada na kinasuhan at napreso. Susunod na nila si Senator Marcoleta. Romualdez, I don't know. Baka drama-drama lang yung ginagawa. So, salamat sa Rappler na nagbulgar nito. Papaano na acquire yung mga property na yan. Ganon din yung inimbestiga ni Lacson na halos billion worth na mansion sa Forbes Park. Wala na. Tumahimik na. Kung kaya sino talaga ang nagmamay-ari nun? Romualdez ba o iba? Bigla nang tumahimik ang flood control na investigation kasi napatalsik na nila si Senator Cayetano at Senator Marcoleta. Salamat mga kaibigan sa inyong pagsubaybay sa channel nito. Nakakatulong kayo ng malaki sa tribong Talandig ng Bukidnon dahil ang sweldo natin sa channel na ito is pantulong sa tribo. Namimigay tayo ng libreng yero at pako para makapagpatayo sila ng mas maayos na tirahan. Panoorin nyo ang video na ito.
Anamo og yero. So mag-atop ni karon.
Jakat sampura yun.
So muna ni ang iyang atopan. So nindot gyud. Ay sige. Ay no. Sige ipa. Muna sa sabay no, ray no ni si magkano si Itya. Babugat siya pa no. Nabi ah. Alam man ila sa
alam. Bisan ma-part of the tira na team yok no. Ibs nagbalik
o karon humanag gyud sa pag-atop ang among gihatag nga yero. So maayo na gyud nga tan-awon kay nahuman naman sa pag-atop.
Salamat sa Ginoo. Tabang ko sa Ginoo. Siya makanas kayo sa tabang sa sin. Sa amua.
Pila day ka bulan ni ang kining ko ani mo nga atupan nga bago pa na atupan dugay pila ka bulan?
O, 5.
5 ka bulan sa kuan so dugay-dugay gyud. So bago pa na atupan.
Bago pa.
Tungod kay nga naman nga wala mo nakaatop sulod sa 5 ka bulan.
Ikaw, pero usin.
Tungod kay wala ipalit og sin. Oo, so sige, salamat kayo.